Welcome back to Dad of Boy Rock and Roll the finale.
Uh,
So where did we leave off, Silver? Do you recall?
uh, yeah. Tyr ended up being Odin.
Indeed. What happened to
That's pretty.
Sindri?
Sindri got really fucking depressed because Brock died for real. Oh right, we helped Suture.
Surtur.
Surtur. I forgot about that.
Yep, we helped Surtur and become Ragnarok.
It worked. I can't believe it. We got
And we killed
Ragnarok
some
back.
Valkyries.
Sorter's plan
Yep.
worked. I mean, the Valkyries were a small setback, but I bet we've got Odin worried now. He knows we're coming for him.
All we need to do is get to Asgard and blow the horn, right?
Up to Asgard and
Yep, all we gotta do is blow the horn, start the end of the world.
stand a chance. We're gonna win.
Whoop-de-doo! How exciting! It's what
To
everybody
be, fa-
wants. Ragnarok.
to be fair, it's not the first time Kratos has destroyed the world.
It's gonna work, right?
I mean, yeah. But this is a different kind of Kratos, and this is a different kind to destroy the world.
I know this time he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for someone else, and that's what makes the difference.
Hey, check out that cliff. Earthquake must have shook this place up enough to make a ledge.
More of Odin's forces.
Trying to finish the job as Valkyrie started. Watch out!
So, I have been watching Doctor Who.
Yes, you've been keeping me up to date on all of the fun.
Yeah, I think you should definitely. I didn't know that you didn't finish series 10.
Yes, I only watched up to the part where Bill sacrifices the world.
You should watch. You should definitely watch because there's some really good episodes.
I watched part of it. I never got past that part though, mostly because, like, as I've said before,
Yeah,
life
you got busy.
gets ahead of me.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that stuff so that I can talk to you about that stuff. But
That's
it's got some really good episodes. Um, you're really right about me. Like, you're right to suspect that I would absolutely love Heaven Sent.
Of course, it's an actual masterpiece.
Which is weird because the Master's not in it.
Heh. Heaven Sent's one of those episodes where I can, like,
I'm
easily
definitely gonna.
say it's definitely a classic.
Yeah, I would put it on par with like Midnight and Turn Left.
Never had anything like Ragnarok on your side?
It's one of those episodes that really, like, shows just how on top of things and how out of his depth Capaldi's Doctor is.
Oh yeah, I really love Capaldi's Capaldi's Doctor. I love that they actually lampshade the fact that Capaldi did play another character in Doctor Who during Fires of Pompeii. He was the dad.
They don't bring up his Torchwood character though, so it's not a total success.
Well, the Doctor never met that character. We could just assume that Torchwood character is a descendant of the one that Doctor saved. Like how Gwen is a descendant of the girl in the werewolf episode. Remember?
God, I remember so little.
It was the episode where they were in like
Oh, that's the one with the Queen, right?
No, that was Shakespeare.
No, the Queen shows up. It's with Martha and
No, it
no,
was
it's Rose. It's
no,
Rose.
yeah, that was Rose. Because that was the first instance of Bad Wolf, because they referred to it as the Big Bad Wolf. It was early into Rose's.
No, that's it's a 10 episode.
Was it? No.
It's a Tennant episode because they make fun of his bad Scottish accent.
No, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of. Oh God. Okay, I'm looking it up.
It's the one where they use the diamond to kill the werewolf, right?
I'm double checking this. I have Tooth and Claw. Oh yeah, you're right. It was 10.
Yes, and it has the Queen.
I thought the Queen was the Shakespeare episode.
Different Queen.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, no. Okay. You gotta be more specific. Yeah, no, that was
There's like
Queen.
many queens. I don't want to be specific.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Queen Victoria since it was in the Victorian times.
Probably.
But yeah, no. Sorry, when you said the Queen, my immediate thought was Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know
Y-
my queens.
Be quiet.
I'm an
Slay
American.
Queen.
You're always quiet, but
How would I know
Yeah,
my queens? All I know is my princesses.
They were our queens at one point.
I only know my princesses: Princess Twilight, Princess Cadence, Princess Luna, Princess.
Anywho. But yeah, I think it's safe to assume that Capaldi's character in Torchwood is probably a descendant of the character from Pompeii, because they have established that as a lampshade for humans that look like humans from the past, specifically with Torchwood characters. Anywho,
That's fair.
the reason why the Doctor ended up choosing that face without realizing it was because he had to remind himself to keep his promise. You know, if you can't save an entire village, at least save one person. You know,
True.
at least save someone. Because if you remember, 11 gave his life saving an entire town. Or, yeah. So he gave his entire life trying to save Trinsalor, the town in Trinsalor. That Christmas, that's what it was called.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Between
Or
me
11.
and you, there's a song that constantly plays on the radio that's like da 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 Trinseldor. It's like one of those songs with like the impossible lyrics because the guy's always slurring what he's saying.
Oh, what is it, Sting or something?
No. I'm not good with music. I want you to remember that. Very important. Not good with music. Top 5
Alright.
most important things about me.
Yeah, number 5, you're not good with music. Number 4, you're not good with music. Yeah, I really liked that. But yeah, Heaven Sent is definitely one that I can see myself rewatching just like casually.
How did you feel about Hellbent?
Oh, I loved it. He went full on Time Lord Victorious. Like Capaldi had so many Time Lord Victorious moments.
I did not like Hellbent when I first saw it. Mostly because I really did not like Clara Oswald. And I was getting really, really sick of her.
That's weird because like I hated Clara during 11's time, but during 12's time, because I skipped a lot of I skipped pretty much most of series 7 on my rewatches because I just looked at the episode list. I was like, no, no, no. I remember those episodes. I hated those episodes. I am not wasting my time with those episodes.
Alright, what am I
Uh,
looking at? Got Vanaheim missions, I got Niflheim missions. Oh,
we gotta go
have we
Asgard.
been to Niflheim?
Oh wait, no, yeah, there's something in Niflheim we need to get, don't we?
No, it's just the Raven Tree.
Oh, no. Uh, let's just go to Sindri's house.
Yep. Travel to Tyr's Temple in Midgard when ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sindri's
let's
house
go.
is unavailable now.
Oh, okay. Um, the So yeah, I skipped a lot of the Clara episodes in 11's time. Uh, which I feel like helped me enjoy her a lot more in 12's time. Because I actually liked Clara a lot during 12's time. Honestly, out of the episodes I've seen, out of all of the episodes in 12's time that I've seen, there's only been 3 that I didn't like. The rest were really good.
Fair enough.
It's Breathe, which was
The
the
first
episode
episode.
that 12's first episode and the last episode I had seen before I stopped watching, because I was already very disappointed by how lame 11's regeneration was. Because it's not bombastic. It's just a quick flash and suddenly he's Capaldi, which I didn't like.
That's
There's
fair.
no fanfare. And in Breathe, it didn't do anything to establish the kind of character that Capaldi's Doctor would be.
That's fair. I get it.
Yeah. The other 2 were Kill the Moon for obvious reasons.
I get
It
you.
was a rehash of the Space Whale, and was just it's just a nothing episode. And then there's Forest in the Night, which was just boring. It was another nothing episode. It felt like we didn't learn anything new about or anything significant about the characters. It didn't feel like there was anything that happened of consequence.
I get
Um,
you.
Also, it did the trope that I really hate where, oh, characters' mental illness isn't actually mental illness. They just see aliens that are invisible or something like that.
Oof.
I mean, it worked with it worked better with Van Gogh. I feel like it was much better executed with Van Gogh because the main issue with Forced in the Night is that the moral basically was go off your medication. Whereas in the Van Gogh episode, it was that he did actually get the help that he needed. Basically, they gave him the help he needed. Unfortunately, because of the TARDIS exploding, that still sent him into a spiral of depression. Because the one person who understood him was doomed to die, as far as you knew. So,
Fair enough.
but the Van Gogh episode is another episode I casually watch. Like I casually rewatch
That's fair.
because it is a really good episode.
Oracles of your lands. Would you say they manipulated events? Did they have an agenda?
Ooh,
I do not doubt
Ooh.
they had
agendas.
their own interests first, but in my experience, they could be easily fooled by their own prophecies.
Brother, wait. Do you notice that?
God damn it. I parked too close to an item of interest.
So
If you run
Uh,
around enough, eventually Mimir will ask Kratos about the time he was in
Things went well enough in Muspelheim.
Smash, in that Smash Brothers clone.
Surtur didn't want Samara involved, so instead of them combining to form the Ragnarok beast, we did a workaround that left her out of it.
Whew.
Well,
No idea why my throat feels all clogged up right now.
plunge his sword into the heart of Asgard.
I
And where is that exactly?
Only Surtur knows.
Yes. So what was your thought?
Oh, some episodes I really, really liked. I liked The Mummy on the Orient. Because I love a good mystery. Um,
Tweet, tweet. Now you're dead.
I liked
Brother, what you said before about the oracles of your land
Oh,
being
Oh, here we go. Finally.
yeah,
I get the sense that was coming from personal experience, eh?
Yes. Once, I sought the Oracle for a means to break my bondage to Ares. One priestess had visions that showed her Olympus would be brought to ruin by the god of war. Therefore, she helped me, intending to undermine Ares and protect her realm. She did not foresee that I would kill him and take his office. In the end, I proved her vision of doom correct.
So the oracle herself brought about the very future she hoped to avoid. I suppose we're in fine company at that.
All right. Now onto your thought
All right.
process. Sorry for all the back and forth.
no, it's fine. Flatline. Flatline is a fantastic fucking episode. That's the one where creatures from the second dimension are trying to claw their way into the third.
Yes, the people on the walls.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Managed to probably gather
Fair
the
enough.
home realms. Everything for when we blow up.
Uh,
So I was kinda hoping to
I
see some
I
more
liked the Zygon two-parter from Series 8.
It's a
Or
very
Series 9.
ham-fisted
Wasn't coming for it.
9/11 allegory.
Had lifetimes to prepare.
Not as ham-fisted as I thought they were going when they started focusing on the plane.
Well, to be fair, it was a 2015 episode, so
I legit thought they were gonna crash the plane into unit headquarters.
Wow. Valkyries look good.
I liked the lake two-parter.
I remember
Um,
liking that one at least. So
Yeah.
I think
I
my main issue with that was that it kind of showed Clara at her worst when she tried to get that guy to go out. I mean, she was A, right in the end, but B, really heartless. Because it did almost get him killed.
Yeah. Now, unlike you, I liked the Davros two-parter.
What about Sindri? Will the dwarves fight?
I barely remember that one.
So, the one where it starts with him saving Davros as a kid.
Well, he specifically doesn't save him as a kid. He has to go back.
Why worry at all?
Um,
And then they have that, like, cliffhanger where he pretends he's about to shoot him.
hmm But 'cause I actually liked that cliffhanger because that is the Doctor's own let's kill Hitler moment, like where he has the option to kill his Hitler.
Fair enough.
I think it humanizes him.
Good night then.
Humanizes him because he can show mercy.
And I know you had an issue with when you were telling me about the episodes a couple years ago. You were like, and then the Clara's in the suit and gets the suit the Dalek suit to say mercy, and the Doctor's like, that shouldn't be in their vocabulary, even though we saw one begging for River for mercy. And it's like, thinking about it now, after having binged a lot of Doctor Who, including Big Bang 2, the Doctor wasn't present to see. The Doctor was explicitly not present to see the Dalek begging River for mercy.
God, that was years ago. I was a different person. I don't stand by anything I said when I was 8 years
That's-
younger.
I mean, have we known each other for 8 years? Oh fuck, we have.
2015. Yeah, that's over 8 years ago.
We've known each other for like 10 years.
Scary.
We've known each other since 2014. That's when the coup was at its most active, right?
Yep, getting some rest. Oh,
I don't know what tomorrow brings. If tonight is our last night, I'd like to
I
see
love Sigrun's design, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. The colored feathers. It's so much better than having all the feathers be white.
Agreed.
Though I may have lost a step,
Very much more bird of prey kind
Bird
of
of
thing.
prey. Yeah, like a raptor bird.
Yep.
you only tell silly stories.
Wood.
You can always tell when it's serious when Kratos is hanging up the weapons.
He's preparing for something he hasn't done in a long time. He
I
doesn't want to
love this
do it.
scene because he's always shows like so much more respect for the axe than he does for like the any other weapon in his toolkit.
That's because the Blades of Chaos are a they were literally his chains. So they hold much. They were the blades that killed his first wife and his daughter.
They hold
Whereas,
painful memories. Yeah, he's not
yeah,
throwing them out, but at the same time he's just sort of hanging them up as tools of war.
yeah, because that's what he sees them as.
Then the axe, he's looking at it and he's sort of pondering it for a moment.
Because that was a gift from his second wife, and that holds much fonder memories. He can look at it without feeling the pain of losing. I mean, he
Oh,
probably feels the pain of losing her, but
we got son, father and son moment.
yeah,
He couldn't be alone for this.
understandable. He's gonna start crying.
I can't.
Is he gonna hug? Is he gonna hug boy? Has he ever hugged a boy?
Yeah, he hugged him when he when they did that falling thing in the first game where they
Promise to finish it.
made the whole statue fall on something.
Oh yeah, fair. I
Oh,
like seeing the softer side of Kratos.
I love this story.
There was an old man who chopped wood for his village. Every evening he bore the logs on his back and delivered them to his people. But the logs were heavy, and he grew weaker as time went. And one day, he threw down the logs as he could no longer bear their weight. And he called for death to come to him. And when death arrived,
Christopher Judge's voice is just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Are you sniffling?
No,
Okay, it sounded like you were.
I am. I love seeing the softer side of Kratos.
It's important to see the softer side. I think it's interesting because we're so used to seeing the violent side.
Yeah, that's what makes the softer side more poignant.
You know.
Is he crying?
I think he is. Or he's getting close to it. Perhaps he's the old man in the story crying for death to take him.
Probably. He wants to make sure Boy is safe first.
Yep. Oh, look at how he's resting.
Yep, in a corpse pose.
Yep.
May's the only one who ever got my eyebrow sense of humor. Damn fine woman she was. Apart from her taste in men.
She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people.
She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us, watching over us.
I love how smooth these transitions are.
Oh yeah, this is a flashback back to Jotunheim, right?
Nope, this is Midgard when they're living together.
Oh.
Death is a natural part of life, my love. I wish only to be prepared for when my time comes.
That's gotta hurt considering he's died 3 times and come back.
He's used to dying. He's not used to seeing people he loves die.
He's not used to seeing people he loves.
Fair enough.
Mortals must do such things. I am glad to have you prepare with me. You are quiet.
I have nothing to say.
Well, say something. I enjoy hearing your voice.
The funeral pyre. I would have chosen different.
Oh?
They make you touch the play with the touchpad for this, by the way.
I saw the prompt.
I think that's pretty intimate, even though the touchpad is finicky.
Yeah. It's way better executed than holding hands in Fable 3.
God, I thought that was so cool when I was
Now touch him.
the age for that game.
Such comfort.
I thought it was the dumbest shit ever because it looked so goofy with anyone who's not your spouse.
True. It does look super goofy.
Especially during the bounty hunting missions. You gotta track someone down and hold their hand and drag them to.
I forgot that. The Fable games are so weird.
Wait, when's a new Fable game coming out?
This year, I believe?
Distant future.
I'm probably gonna play it.
Time ahead of us.
It's gonna be on PC, so.
But will exist with it.
And PlayStation.
No, it's an
No?
Xbox game.
Oh.
And for our son.
Fable is owned by Microsoft.
When is Fable 4 coming out? Late 2024 or early 2025.
You will always be a part of me. I will always be a part of you.
You know what I'm very excited for that's coming out very soon after this video comes out?
The sex update?
No. The new Prince
What?
of Persia.
Oh, right. You know what? Should we play that after we finish this, or should we go back to Mario RPG?
I would very much love to play Prince of Persia on the channel.
Yeah, but you'd also have to be limiting yourself to playing like 2 hours a week,
The
and that would destroy you mentally.
Oh yeah, it's also a Metroidvania.
Oh fuck! So they're going back to like classic Prince of Persia, like the
2D,
2D.
yeah.
Oh god, then I might get it.
Hey, look, play the demo. The demo is on like everything. Play the demo. The demo is great.
I'll just buy it. Actually, no. I'm. It'll probably be a couple weeks before I can buy it because saving up to our lease is gonna be ending in
Yeah.
a couple months, so I gotta save up.
Give me a second. Everybody's gonna see the back end for a hot moment.
What's up?
I need I'm increasing my microphone sensitivity. You're peaking you're starting up my mic.
Oh,
My lips are flapping when you're talking.
oh. I didn't know you had the talk sprite.
Yeah, I mean I like the
Oh,
talk
I
sprite.
love that transition.
The transitions in this game are beautiful, by the way.
The fucking it was like a goddamn like 80s film of the walls like forming the box around him, like
Yeah.
sliding down. Oh, I love that. It's like an Old Spice commercial. Can you believe a lot of those were done practically?
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorite practical camera
Effect,
tricks is the one in which like the
the
camera's panning
diving.
back and forth and like the lady's like restarting her life.
I'll meet you outside, Father.
My favorite is the one where if you've seen the behind the scenes, it's like him I don't even know how to explain it, but they bring like a fish tank in front of the camera to make it look like he went into the water. And they have the camera on a special dolly that can rotate the camera itself, rotate the angle of the camera
Mm.
to like turn it 90 degrees.
That sounds super cool.
It is. I'll definitely send you a link to it
Do you
when
know
we're
what it's
done.
from?
Old Spice.
Oh, Old Spice.
Yeah, the Old Spice commercials.
Oh, fair enough. I was wondering if it was like something not Old Spice for a moment.
No, Old Spice used practical effects
Okay.
for uh those like uh
Transitions, yes.
yeah. Not the Terry Crews Old Spice, the other
Okay.
dude.
Okay. There's a really good one where it's from a TV show, and the girl is like breaking up with her boyfriend, and she's starting her life over. So it's this rundown apartment, and the camera pans back and forth over like a newscaster, and when it pans back, it's a different scene where she's like wearing a different outfit. She's got like a dog now, and then like the
Oh,
dog gets older.
yeah.
All sorts of stuff like that. Where they're just like really showing that like time is passing, but it's all
Yeah.
one practical cut.
I love stuff like that. By the way, Isaiah Mustafa is the actor in the is the other actor that isn't Terry Crews in the Old Spice commercials.
You can definitely tell I'm hurting from not doing the side quest because I definitely need the money.
Oof. Um, the you want to know what one of my favorite shots in one of my favorite special effects was, and it's a surprisingly simple effect, but used remarkably.
What was it?
It was what movie was it? Contact. It was Contact. The mirror tracking shot.
I've
The
never
one where
seen
it
Contract.
contact.
Contact. I've never seen it.
All right, so this guy's having the I think it's like the dad is having like a heart attack and his kid's got to run to the uh, bathroom to grab his medication. So you see the daughter like running out of the room through the hall into the bathroom, and then grab the medicine cabinet handle at the mirror and opens it. And it turns out you were watching in the mirror the entire time.
Oof.
It's a really good shot, and it was really easy to do. They just take the tracking shot and then put a green screen on the mirror.
I love this entire speech, by the way.
The realms
Oh yeah,
enough.
I
It's
love big
about
heroic
vengeance
speeches.
again.
This ends today.
Going out in a blaze.
I really hope it doesn't end with like, if I kill Odin, I'm no better than him. I really hope it doesn't end with that.
A big fat smile on my face. For Brock.
Is it revenge or is it avenge? That's the question.
It's
We know it's for
vengeance.
vengeance. Oh, I love this music.
Oh, all the music in this is great.
I know it's for vengeance.
Bear
but what kind?
McCreary is great. You heard his Godzilla soundtrack, right?
I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, Bear McCreary did the soundtrack for King of Monsters,
Nice.
which means he also did the soundtrack for
Godzilla versus King Kong.
No, I don't think he did that one.
Godzilla Zero.
No. I'm trying to remember. Which means he also did that remix of Go Go Godzilla by the Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult. Don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult has like a lot of great songs, especially that,
It's
that Godzilla song.
Godzilla. It's Godzilla. Godzilla.
Boom.
Love colorful magic.
I love this shot. You're about to love this scene.
All the gates opening. Oh,
No, he's nuking all the towers.
Gotta stop those war machines.
If you
I
can't,
love
if they can't
the
use the tower, they
rainbows.
can't get in. Oof.
Not an ideal start.
Oh.
Ingrid, we don't have time.
I know. Just wait.
is he calling Ingrid? Ingrid?
It's Ingrid.
Hell yeah!
Ingrid!
We got work to do.
I like that he pauses, like he's like, did that kid just call my sword Ingrid?
Imagine like he gets to the top and is like goes to his sword. Like, have you had other wielders other than me?
Have you been touching other hands?
Have you been spilling blood without me? You know it's my favorite pastime.
You can definitely tell this is going to be an absolute slog because I am way under leveled.
That's just a testament to your skill.
No, it's probably a testament to easy mode.
Give yourself credit.
Fair enough.
So, on the topic of revenge stories, you know what one of my favorite is?
Do tell. Oh, shoot.
Because it does the subversion. So You know how I really hate the ending of Assassin's Creed 2, right? Where he has the Pope at the end of his knife, and he doesn't kill him because killing you won't bring my family back. I really
Yes.
hate that. The best revenge story has that kind of sentiment, but subverted, because instead of I won't kill you because that won't bring back my family, it's you can't. Revenge won't bring back my family, and that is why there's no saving you. And that is Inigo Montoya.
Oh, absolutely, I get it.
Promise me power, promise me riches, promise me anything in the world. Yes, anything you want. Anything I want my father back. Just stabs the guy.
I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. God, Princess Bride is such a good.
So to reiterate on that, because I find this bit of trivia very beautiful. The actor did an interview later where he was talking about that scene, and he recently
his father
lost his
actually
father
die?
before filming.
Yeah, so he channeled that grief into that scene.
Yes, specifically his father's death at the hands of cancer. And it
Yeah,
is
so he
an
just.
absolutely beautiful, grief-filled scene. Just amazing.
Oh yeah. Cause I really hate revenge stories where the moral is that
Revenge bad.
yeah, I love it where the moral is don't kill the mass murderer who killed your parents on a Tuesday. Um
Okay, but
I think
I would let Raul Julia live, just saying.
I mean that's a given.
But that's
But
because it's
that's
Raul
just
Julia,
because we
not
could
not because of any. It would be anybody else.
that's because we wouldn't be able to kill him. Like we physically would not be able to kill him.
If Raul Julia was still alive, he would be an immortal. If only
Who's this?
because he'd still be alive.
You ever see Death Becomes Her?
Yes, I did. You made me watch that.
It's a good movie.
It's very good.
Yeah, I really like that it has like pretty much every celebrity. Oh, you're clipping in.
Oh.
Every celebrity is immortal. They just live a reasonable lifespan before faking their death and moving on.
One of my favorite bits from that is the filming of that movie was so miserable for Meryl Streep that she swore off effects-heavy filming.
Yeah, because she had to. Was she the one with the broken neck or the hole in the in the stomach?
Think she was the wife who fell down the stairs.
Okay, so she was the one with the broken neck.
Yes.
Yeah. God. That movie had a very prominent effect on my stance of immortality. Because of the ending where they try to force immortality upon him, and his response is like, and then what? Spend the rest of eternity with you two?
And
What
I
kind of
love
life
how
would that be?
and I love the ending where they're at the funeral and it's like he lived a happy life and everybody knows his funny stories about the immortals in Hollywood.
Yeah, it starts out like he truly unlocked the secret to eternal life, and that is living on in the memories of everyone whose lives he improved, or something like that.
Yes.
uh, I should watch that again. That's a really good movie. I did not realize that was Bruce Willis for the longest time because he actually has hair in it
Absolutely.
and
I
a
didn't realize that was
mustache.
Bruce Willis until you told me, but then I could see it.
Yeah, it's the mustache and the hair.
Fair enough. You're kind of used to seeing some celebrities as one kind of look.
Yeah, like in Beetlejuice, in Beetlejuice, I regularly forget that the husband
Snake.
is. No, they can't kill Jormungandr
Well, they can't because we know he gets
because
sent
he's.
back to the past.
Oh yeah,
Looks like
he's
you're
also got to
different
eat.
after all.
He's also got to eat.
It is different. But when I was away, never mind, later.
The Einherjar's link to Valhalla. My sisters and I must sever it.
No. Still no sign of the corpse.
Sindri won't let us down.
God, I love that effect.
Just turning into animals is always cool.
Make for his follow.
Oh, absolutely. I love the flare they give. The little magic flare.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
Yeah. Anyway, I regularly forget that Alec Baldwin is the husband in Beetlejuice, just because of how thin he is in that.
On the topic of Alec Baldwin, whenever I think Baldwins, I always think back to the South Park movie.
Yeah.
Because they have a gag where the Canadians get revenge on the Americans by killing the Baldwin family.
Oh,
And I have no idea who the Baldwins are, but all I know is there's a dude named Alec Baldwin, so I'm like, dang, Alec Baldwin must have been really popular in the 90s.
he was. He was. Um. God, is he still in jail?
I don't know.
Let's see what the latest news is.
Is that because he shot the guy?
He is not in jail.
Okay, I don't know my celebrity gossip, so...
All right, all right. He was. Okay, okay. So I think he ended up. I think he ended up appealing, considering, you know. Yeah, he shot the camera person. I think it was or the. But also, it wasn't his duty. He wasn't the person who was literally paid to. Fuck yeah, Fenrir.
That's after he followed us to the realm den.
Your friend.
Uh,
Fine. We got more important things to worry about. Even if we can breach the wall.
That Valkyrie ain't beating that doggo.
yeah, no.
That's a big doggo and a very friendly pupper, so...
Yeah, good boy, best friend, or good dog, best friend.
Yep.
Hell yeah, I
Shores
love
of
just.
Ithing. Oh, there we go. More snake in the
Hell
background.
yeah,
Oh, he's fighting Thor.
because he's got to eat Thor.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm assuming the camera will force focus on it when it's time for him to eat Thor.
Yep. Oh, there we go. There's Sindri.
I know, I'm late.
Where is your army?
No more dwarves are dying for this. Save it! Odin forced them to build those war machines. And I'm here to tear them down.
Before you break them, we must turn them on the floor.
Fine. Leave it to the dwarves to clean up after the giants.
Oh, I love the venom in his voice.
Oh, absolutely. Sindri is very much losing it right here.
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost.
Yeah. But anywho, back to Alec Baldwin. There was people on set paid to make sure the gun wasn't actually loaded, and it's their fault. Like,
Absolutely.
like in The Crow, they didn't. It wasn't. What's his face's fault that. Ooh, yeah.
What bloody time he showed up?
It's Ragnarok. Are you just gonna.
Nope.
Just gonna blast it?
To use us anymore.
Oh, is that chain reaction that destroyed all of
Yep.
them? Fuck yeah! And now Sindri's just gonna piece out. Oh, he is not doing good.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want this. Oh. Close your heart to it. Close your heart.
I love this scene.
Who are they?
This.
My guardians. Odin took them in. They shouldn't be here. They're not soldiers.
Odin put them on a path to die.
Odin's using them as meat shields.
Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice.
I love this. Kratos is seeing
Oh.
exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, because it's like looking into a mirror of who he once was. Because he killed so many people.
Son, listen closely. You feel their pain because that is who you are. And you must never sacrifice that. Never. Not for anyone.
If you do, you'll kill a boat captain 3 times.
What's wrong?
Am I wrong?
Only twice. Nope, 3, you're right, yeah. He tosses him twice in the first game.
But do this, Sindri.
Yeah.
That is your mother's wish. And mine as well. Today's
Never lose your empathy.
You must be better.
Yeah.
What can we do?
That's the thing about this. It's you
That
must
X button.
always try to do better.
See the size of that thing? I think we're gonna win. I mean, if they don't kill us first.
Holy shit, I didn't know Ingrid could do that.
Ragnarok is here. We finally have Odin right where we
We will stop Odin. But we did not come to sacrifice the innocent. We will breach the wall at Rita's Flaw.
With what army?
Atreus and I will be enough.
That's suicide.
It may be. But we will die seeking justice, not vengeance.
That right there is a massive character moment for him.
Only one way to find out.
You three. Get those people to safety wherever you can find it. See it done.
Frey and I will do what we can to slow Ragnarok.
He was not mindless before. See if he will listen to reason.
Just gotta slow him down. I love how he just flies like that.
Oh, yeah.
If he does, so help me.
I love how Frey's making it clear that just because they're helping people, they're not letting Odin get away with this.
Yeah.
No! Protect him! I will help those that are trapped. And meet you at the wall.
I love that Sindris is walking away casually in the background.
Yeah. I love that this doesn't glorify the horrors of,
Of war.
yeah. Like, it was over the top in the first 3 games because it was kind of a joke in the first 3 games, the over top violence. But here it's playing it straight, and it is not a good thing. I like
It's
that.
brutal. It really is. Unleash the doggos of war and all that. Oh, on the topic of glorification and doing better
Yeah.
for our children.
Yeah.
I was watching the Chicken Run sequel.
Oh, I didn't know the sequel was out.
Yeah, it's out. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, didn't Aardman animation find more of the clay?
Yes, they already had a buyer set up by the time the people were panicking.
Oh, that's good. That means they're not gonna.
Yeah, they already knew it was going to be a problem, so they were already talking with people for a solution.
Sentry! Can't let it control me.
Oh, 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 oh,
Bear
oh, 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 oh.
time. Oh, that's probably gonna scare Sindri, considering.
I love being the bear. It's such a power fantasy.
Oh yeah. In Baldur's Gate 3, it's one of my favorite
Druid morphs.
wild shapes. Yeah.
Bears are inherently powerful feeling. It's up there
Oh
with
yeah.
dragons.
And boars.
True.
What? You want to thank you?
No, I just.
I don't care what you want. This changes nothing.
It really doesn't.
I would be okay if once all this is done, Sindri fucks off and goes home, and is never seen again by
They had me
Oh.
enemies,
them.
but we didn't have to be enemies.
Dude, you're okay.
My mom was right about you all along. You're a killer just like your father, and you're here to kill us all.
No, just Odin. Sentry, go!
I mean, that was probably the worst thing to say.
Friends don't bring the end of the world to each other's doorstep, Loki.
You're right. You're right. I made some bad decisions.
You do that a lot. I'm not sure that's a defense.
It's not a defense. I just want to make it right. Is Skilder okay? Have you seen him?
Why wouldn't he be? What are you talking about?
Odin is willing to sacrifice the Midgardians. He put them along the wall to try and deter us, knowing they can't fight. Their deaths are just meant to slow us down.
Why would he do that? And how am I supposed to believe you?
Because he's right.
Oh.
Oh.
It's who Odin is. It's who he's always been.
Mom, why are you here?
He'll sacrifice anyone at a problem in front of him. The Megardians, your friend, our family, any of us. I'd hoped that your father would stand up to him, but now it has to be you.
Mom, what are you saying?
I never doubted that you would make it.
You know, when I first saw this scene, it was like such a whiplash from like what Sif was like the scene earlier that I thought it was a shapeshifter.
Not for him. Do you understand?
I feel like Thrud is the last person to learn that Odin's an asshole.
True.
But our family.
I mean,
I don't blame her.
fair enough.
We can be one again.
I love her tattoos, by the way.
Oh yeah.
What he's doing is
Sif has such an amazing design. I love her hair.
Oh, it is so goddamn full and lush.
See, if we held our ground, we'd be safe. Said we owed him. You don't
Yeah,
owe
that's the
him.
thing. You don't owe people
No shit.
if they're doing you a good deed, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
If they're the cause of the problem, you don't owe them for the solution they bring you, you know?
He'll listen to me.
And you
Yeah.
definitely don't owe them your death.
Are you ready to go find the rest of your people?
Exactly.
I love you.
I know it.
All right, let's do this.
Fine.
Let's break down that wall.
Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall.
Gorbachevsky, tear down this wall. You ready?
You gonna have to manual aim? Oh, hell yeah! They brought back the mash!
I always love it when they make you do it yourself, you know?
Yeah. Imagine if rocks fell and everyone just died and that was the end of it.
Oh my goodness, we're an hour in.
What? How? When?
Yeah, I just looked at the timer. We're an hour and 42 seconds in. 43 seconds, 44 seconds, 45
It feels
seconds.
like it's been like 10 minutes.
So much has been happening. Oh, that way.
You know, one of my favorite gags in the MCU was
What was it?
it was before it was before the first Avengers or enter. It was in Phase 1. It was that Thor regularly referred to Agent Coulson as Son of Cole because you know
Oh.
that's how the Norse naming convention was.
Oh, fair enough. I do like Agent Coulson, to be honest.
Yeah,
And then he
was
got
the
a
best.
TV show that wasn't all that great.
Yeah, and was also non-canon.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
None of the TV shows were all that good outside of Daredevil.
WandaVision was pretty. At least.
I mean, the non-canonized TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the first season of Jessica Jones is pretty good.
I didn't watch any season other than that. I was only there for David Tennant.
Okay, so what happens with Jessica Jones is that in season 2, her mother comes back as a as basically the same thing she is, but stronger.
He has done his part. The rest is
And it's basically about how the message is kind of funky, but what basically happens is because the mother has like trouble controlling her mood swings, she's a danger to everybody around her, and they have to put her down for the better of everybody, which is kind of gross.
You know what show I really liked? It wasn't Marvel, but it was a show about people having powers.
Is it Heroes?
It is Heroes.
Never seen a single episode of Heroes.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, I've heard plenty about it, like how good it is, like all the weird stuff they do that's just really fun.
At the time. I really liked a lot of the stuff in it. It had some really interesting ideas.
That's fair. I haven't heard anything really bad about it outside of like just how long it goes on.
Yeah.
Like every time I hear something bad about it, it's like, yeah, it should have ended like 5 seasons ago.
Well, do you care for spoilers? It's like 20
Go
years
for it.
old. Season 1, the plot of season 1 is basically stopping a you remember Deadpool 2? Or not Deadpool 2. Did you ever read the Civil War comic?
I believe so, years ago.
You remember how it was kickstarted?
By the people who ended up blowing up a town.
Yeah, it was a mutant with He was either a mutant or a metahuman. I don't remember which, but
I
they
think it was
had
a metahuman. His power was that he could just blow himself up whenever he wanted with a nuclear bomb.
yeah,
I
and
think
so
it was
he
Nuke. That's his name.
yeah, so he blew up and nuked the entire town. That's basically the plot of the first season of Heroes. Is that they have to locate a person whose power is explosions and have to stop him from nuking half of America.
Reminds me of the Umbrella Academy season 1.
I never saw Umbrella Academy.
It's pretty good. Basically, the premise is that they need to find out who blew up the planet, and it turns out it's their sister who has no powers. Because it turns out she does have powers,
Her
but they're
powers
so
are just a
unstable that
one-time
she
use.
blows a hole in the moon,
Great Lodge. That's where we gotta go.
and that's
The
what causes the end of the world.
oof, because it sends moon shards to the world.
Yes. It's played by who's that act? Who's that actress who was like who revealed that they were trans and is actually an actor?
Uh,
But if I
Elliot Page.
Yes, Elliot Page.
Not look back. My son trusts you.
I phrased that incredibly poorly, but I didn't know how to phrase that way otherwise, so that's on me entirely.
No, that's fine.
With you and your son.
Oh, hey, Thor. By the way, have I mentioned how much I love this Thor?
Too.
No more fucking games.
Let's do this.
This time,
It's drunk Thor fight.
kill you. We do not need to do
Is there ever a sober Thor fight?
All right, that's it. We're doing this with the axe. This is an axe
Oh,
only
yeah.
fight.
won't be enough. That it?
The axe is appropriate. Let him feel the wrath of the frost giants.
It's the only weapon that's appropriate for this fight. Oof. I love this kind of stuff.
Like you know.
Oh, getting in the wound. All right, now we're using this. Now we're using the blades.
I did not. You bring this to my home. To my
They, Odin brought it. Like, this is all Odin and Heimdall's fault.
This is always gonna happen. It was one prophecy, but definitely Odin.
Oh, yeah.
There are means and there were times to stop this, but like that would require personal change that Odin was not capable of or willing to at the time.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
God, that's brutal. Mash. Ooh.
All right, that's it. We're using the spear
Ooh.
now.
Oh, I love that you have to cycle through all your weapons.
Well, I'm swapping through optionally. The game doesn't force me to use any particular one.
But it indicates which one you probably want to use because of the cutscenes.
Fair enough. Oof.
I got a Tumblr ask.
Oh.
It is, girl, who the fuck are you? You are everywhere I look.
Oh, shoot.
In response to the fact that I am on
Oh,
a
there we
lot
go.
of. Hell yeah, kick his ass. Oh. Are you gonna freeze another lightning bolt before the fight's done? Oh, it's like rock paper scissors.
Boom.
Ooh. Ah, is that Trace's dagger?
Yeah, that's the dagger, the family dagger, the one
Oh, I
that
love
the one they
that.
both have.
Oh, I love that.
What are you waiting for? Your daughter. My son calls her friend. If you try to hurt her, I would not.
Oh,
Showing him mercy.
Don't you know what I've done? Yes.
He knows more than anyone.
What do you do now? We don't change. We are destroyers. No more.
You don't.
the tool of the abuser is to
No
convince you that
more.
this is what you deserve.
Yeah.
For the sake of our children, we must be better.
Yes. Everywhere Kratos goes, he looks into mirrors of his past.
By
and
the way, I
tries to
love
set
how
them on
he's
a better
looking in this. He's sort of got his arms squared. He's kind of stout.
Yeah.
He's so much smaller than everybody else. It's funny.
Why isn't he dead?
In
Are you
yes.
Who told you to do that? You
Punch him.
talk. You don't think. I think you kill. It's a simple fucking concept.
Punch him.
Sif was right about you. I just didn't want to see it.
What is this? Are you broken? I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill.
No more. Say it.
No.
Close enough. Oh fuck.
Want this. I did not want this.
He didn't want to, but he did it.
At least Thrud was there to see that
This was all
who
your
really
fault.
killed him.
They've done this to us, to our family.
Don't believe your lying eyes.
I love this
Oh,
entire
fuck.
scene.
God, Sif is absolutely right. Odin will kill anyone to stay in power.
He'll kill anybody. He'll do anything. He'll hurt anybody. He'll lie to anybody. Don't
Yeah.
believe your eyes.
Don't believe your lying eyes. God.
What you see and what you understand is not what you understand.
Who are you gonna believe? Me or your own eyes? Oh, I love that Mimir gets to call him out as well.
Everybody should get to call out Odin. This dude had it coming. He had it coming.
Absolutely.
He only
He
has
had
himself,
himself to blame.
If you'd have
been
seen it,
there,
if you'd
if
have heard
you'd
it,
have seen it, yeah, I bet you
you
would have done the same. I love Chicago. I like the movie a lot.
The movie's a bit of a mess, but it's a fun mess.
Yeah, it's got John C. Riley in it. I like John C. Riley. Except in Vampire's Assistant, but that's because the Vampire's Assistant is an awful movie. Fun fact, in a very
Oh,
roundabout way. Oof. In a very roundabout way, the Vampire's Assistant is the reason my chosen name is Diane.
I love that you get to have to leap between environments.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can use your heal rage, I think. Right?
No, I have Wrath on, which is the
Oh. The extra damage. I believe in you.
There we go.
Oh fuck, that ain't good.
Everything you hoped for? Was your plan really all that much better than mine?
Come on through, stab him in the back.
What you want.
Not
Oh yes!
That comes back into play.
Yes! The noose he hanged himself on to get ultimate knowledge.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, tighten it.
Many long winters, thinking about what I would say to you as I watched you take your last breath. But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore.
Yeah!
I forgot how good you look with wings.
He still has to act like he's in control. He still has to say it.
You always sought knowledge well. Now I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow
Come on.
to your queen.
I always loved you. You know,
Bullshit.
You've never loved anyone.
Oh.
Oof.
The mask.
The mask.
Put it on, boy.
Become a cartoon character.
Freya.
Oh.
What happens if he throws it in the rift?
you did it, Loki. No, no, no more fighting. No. None of that
Don't
matters
trust
now.
him.
This is your moment, Loki. Roa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on a mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki.
There's a line
You know
in
what?
particular that comes to
Don't
mind.
put on the mask.
Question.
I hope he breaks the mask or throws it into the rift.
This is your choice, son.
I like that Kratos trusts his son so much that he's willing to give him this choice.
I hope he breaks the mask.
No! No!
Yeah! Yeah!
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing.
Now you know what it's like to lose everything.
There's a quote.
Oh, that ain't good.
So be it.
So you know my favorite movie of all time is Treasure Planet, right?
Of course.
In particular, one line comes to mind, which is when when Jim is talking to Silver at the end of the film, and Silver goes, "Let's go on an adventure. You know, anywhere we want to go. You and me chart our own adventures. You know." And
Yeah.
he goes, "If you had asked me that like earlier, I would have said yes in a heartbeat."
And now I just want to go home.
Because sometimes it's not about, you know,
Adventure or glory. Sometimes being a nobody is better.
well, it's not even about being a nobody. It's the fact that Jim grew. And I
Yeah.
like to think that, like, if at the start of the adventure,
Oh yeah.
Loki was
If
in, our boy Atreus was in this position, he would have said yes in a heartbeat.
absolutely. And that's how you know being able to track a character arc through that kind of thing, being able to see like being able to put them in a I think the best kinds are the ones where they're given an option at the beginning and the same option at the end, and they make different choices. I think that's my favorite. Or sometimes make the same choice but for different reasons.
Oh, absolutely. Because when it comes down to it, the important thing is that it's always about choice.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments in Pluto is after Adam is resurrected and he picks up the snail, and there's the it's
The implication.
yeah, the implication, because when we were first introduced to him, he picked up a snail because he was fascinated by its by the beauty of its life. Um,
He found it interesting.
exactly. Um, yes. Ooh, yeah.
Time for the
Is
Fire
that a
Odin
book?
boss fight.
You've ruined everything. Everything I worked for. Everything I
Oh, it's a fire scroll.
I don't want an answer.
Um, yeah, the uh, Adam was introduced studying a snail they found on the side of the road, and then gently putting it back in onto a leaf so it can continue its life. And after he's resurrected, and you have no idea what kind of person he's going to be, and he picks up a snail, it is so fucking tense because if he crushes that scale, that means, or if he crushes the snail, that means that the Adam we know is dead, and that this thing is not Adam. But if he spares it, then that means he is back. And that is such a good scene.
Oh,
Because it is
absolutely.
about the choice.
What is it all for if not to have it come down to a choice, you know?
Yeah. Also, Odin crying that he just wanted answer. I love the spears in his head. That looks so goofy. Um, you want to know one of my favorite endings in a movie? In Holes,
Yes.
when she begs at the end after they find the chest, and the warden begs Stanley to open the chest just so she can see what's inside it, and he refuses to give her the satisfaction. Oh, look at that broken man.
I could have had my answers. I could have learned the truth.
The truth is, you're a dick.
I could have made things better. We could have made the Nine Realms better.
This was never about the
You're the one making it
It
worse.
was about you.
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom.
You did those things. Your choices. You killed your own son.
It wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
There's always a choice. I love that line.
You have to stop. You can choose to be better.
He's gonna try to kill Boy.
I have to know what happens next. I will never stop.
Why'd you have to say that? Sofna. Apra. Tesu. Sofna. Ethan. Sofna. Sofna. Sofna.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rip his soul out.
Put it in a marble.
Toss that marble in a goddamn volcano.
What do we do with it?
Give him to Freya.
By the way, while holding it, you can feel the heartbeat.
Oh, that's cool.
I would never rob from you the choice between life and death.
God, I love Freya's design.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's so war weary. Like a dog chasing cars.
I don't need this to make me whole.
We stopped his madness.
Hell yeah.
That's all that matters.
Sindri, no!
Do it! Do it!
That's what comes next.
I don't blame him.
Oh, Sindri's so cool.
Oh, and he comes late for the fight.
Oh, give me a moment.
Oh!
Gosh, I love when it comes to dramatic moments and you look over to chat and you see a spam bot.
Alright. Hell yeah! Pupper!
It's a good boy.
I love dogs that can open portals.
Fun fact, this is lore accurate. While nobody knows what happens to Frey after Ragnarok, they know that Freyr, Frey's brother, does die.
Don't be afraid. No matter what happens, I'll be with you. But your path is your own. Follow it, and you'll end up right where you're supposed to be.
So we are 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 28 seconds
Keep
in.
going.
Wake up.
This is no place to stop.
Of course not. I want you to keep it in mind because we're immediately going to be doing one more thing after all this wrap up.
Alright,
Glad you've come back to us.
Actually, two more things.
that's fine.
Where's my father?
Somewhere here in the hold. He'll be glad
They
to
got
see you.
separated?
Yeah, they got separated and all this stuff.
That means we just gotta get back to him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad Shinji was the one to
Do
kill
it?
Odin. Yeah.
It was Odin's cruelty to the dwarves, you see.
It was Odin killing his brother.
Yeah. It was a needless murder. There was no reason to do it. And because there was no reason to do it, that makes Odin's death all the more important.
Yeah, because he killed Brock out of annoyance
Yep.
for such a petty reason.
Because Brock wouldn't stop talking. Because Brock could see what was going on. Uh, so
Brock
when
asked
Cory Balrog
questions.
gave the reins of God of War over to the new director, whose name escapes me right now, he said there are three things that have to happen.
So glad you're both alive.
One of which
You know I
was
did,
that
and
Brock has to die.
I'm sorry. The
Yeah,
A lot, pretty much everything else was something the other guy could do.
You know,
He could change anything he wanted, but Brock had to die.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
And when he,
honestly, I love Brock's death.
absolutely, the fact that you were like sniffling the entire time is like proof of it.
Yeah,
Knowing Odin's gone.
it came out of nowhere,
Absolutely is.
Out
and
of
it makes me
nowhere,
hate
it was
Odin even
painful.
more.
It was an honor to fight alongside a giant. Know that
Will you stay here in Midgard?
for a bit. Then I've got something I need to find.
I'm working with Hildisvini to get the rest of the Asgardians to Vanaheim to help rebuild.
Then I hope it can be a fresh start for them. And you.
Nice to have a picnic in Asgard.
I hope
Oh,
you find
Asgard's
your
gone now, so.
And I was making a Doctor Who joke.
See ya, Loki.
Take care.
So I watched The Husbands of River Song.
Yes, that's the episode I really wanted you to watch, and you almost skipped it.
That's because the place I was watching it didn't have it listed. It has Christmas specials lumped up in series 5 and listed only by the year.
Absolutely baffling.
It's really bad. The listing, I mean. The
Fair.
episode was fantastic.
Shielder?
Loki,
I cried.
glad to see the head
Oh,
injury.
absolutely, I totally get it.
Did you have a head?
We got to see the Singing Towers.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, man, I'm really glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too.
Can I walk
Looks like you're
away?
keeping busy.
Yeah, go find your dad. You've been apart long enough.
See ya.
Yeah, I really didn't care for that character.
I don't even know his name.
He kind of comes and goes in the story, you know?
There he is. And one for the
He's got
kid.
like 3 scenes tops.
Skull.
Here, here. Skull. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And Freyr's sacrifice.
It's true.
Yeah, we were just swapping our own Freyr fables.
Right. So where was I? When we met, I was expecting this warrior, this master planner, a born leader. The legend came before the man. But the man himself was very different. He won me over, though. He was just so damn kind.
I think it helped that he was handsome.
This is true. And incredibly charming.
All right, stop. Y'all are gonna make me start crying all over.
Sorry. Gotta go find my father.
Like that kind of thing in Tears of the Kingdom. In Tears of the Kingdom, you find some a group of Gerudo women who are looking for the legendary swordsman.
It was his choice. I couldn't take that from him.
He saved us all. I'll never forget that.
The family I thought I had was taken from me piece by piece. But there's comfort in the family I've chosen. Your mother was-
Found
Fuck yeah, found
family.
family.
You grew into that bow after all.
And she
Is
gives
that the
it back.
mistletoe?
It's the mistletoe arrow, yeah.
More than that. You have a good heart.
It's the one used to kill Boulder.
Has changed that.
I think he wasn't it that Balder punched the necklace and that
Yes.
caused him to become
No.
vulnerable.
It was part of Atreus's quiver, so when he punched Atreus in the chest, thinking he was hurting the boy, he ended up stabbing himself.
Glad to see you too, Mimir. Listen. I want to thank you.
Oh, what else did you expect from the smartest man alive?
It's not just
I
because
love
you're
Mimir.
smart. You listened to me. Mentored me. And
Mimir is great. Like he's one of the top 10 characters the whole
basically
time.
made
Yeah.
it to me.
He's the companion that
I wanted you to hear.
Kratos needed.
I appreciate
You know,
so much.
someone who's actually right every now and then.
See you.
Someone who's actually smart and wise.
You too,
Yep.
Hildesvini.
Way better than Athena.
Way better than any of the other heads he's carried on his belt.
Well, to be fair, Apollo wasn't much of a talker. Or was it Helios?
It was Helios.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing funnier than playing God of War 3 and getting to the cutscene in which Kratos is like using his head as a lamp.
My turn.
It's because he doesn't use it in any other scene.
Yeah, it's just a glorified lamp.
Yeah, he doesn't use the headlamp in any other scene
He stays
except for that one. And it's the one in which he's talking to a child about hope in life. And it's so funny because it's a deliberate choice.
Oh, that's because the God of War trilogy was a comedy. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
But this one,
Aw.
this is takes itself seriously in the best kind of ways. And Lampshades, how horrifying all the over-the-top violence would actually be.
I mean, that's not to say the storytelling in the first 3 games is bad.
No, it was phenomenal.
Absolutely. Like, it was very important because it put you in the mindset of Kratos, and by the end of it, you hated him as much as Kratos hated himself.
Oh yeah, like the over-the-top violence, having like comedic moments, like that helps you get into the mindset of Kratos because Kratos was completely ambivalent at that point in his life.
Absolutely. Kratos' violence, the over-the-top violence of the original God of War, is important in when it brings you back down to earth. There's a brilliant scene in God of War Ascension, an otherwise really mid-game in the series, because of some baffling design decisions. But there's a brilliant
He's,
scene near the end
he's
when
respecting his son's
Kratos is
privacy.
confronted with the illusion of his wife and child. And despite knowing, blatantly knowing, that it's an illusion, he plays along with it
Atreus,
for as long as he can
you are well.
Because
before he has
let's
to
hold on
eventually
to
acknowledge
it.
it's not the real deal. He tucks his
Yeah.
child in, he talks to his wife, he looks at her hand, he sees the ring that's proof enough for him and all the world that this is fake,
before Ragnarok. You promised
and he
me
says
to
it's not real, it's not
And
worth
then they
it.
disappear.
And then the illusion fades and he beats up the monster.
Seeing death
It was Morpheus, right? That was
No,
doing that.
that's Chains of Olympus. It's the
Oh, right.
Furies in God of War Ascension.
Electo?
so that he may
Yeah.
continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it landed all over the rocks. There might still
That
be
sounds
some
like it's
anchors in
It's
sounds
side
like
quest.
post-game. Yeah, post-game collectibles.
So when I first played this game, I was not all that happy that Kratos dies. It doesn't die at the end, because I was kind of really preparing myself for that.
Well, I like that he survived.
I agree
That
with
means
that.
the fact that he survived means that, and yet there was still a prophecy, means that whatever comes next is going to be worse than death. But let's find out what it is with the final prophecy chapter, whatever.
Mother? My shrine in Jotnar. She destroyed it. She didn't want us to know our fate.
I forged our own path because of
Sorry.
Maybe Kratos can open it.
I love that he attempts to open it, you know? Because it would
Yeah.
be like getting close to his mother.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there. I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone.
Bullshit.
I want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Trust. You to girlfriend.
Hug him.
Son. You are ready.
Hug, 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 hug. Oh, that's close enough.
Do an actual hug.
Remember our promise.
Loki, you will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
Handshaking. Yes!
Ah, the hug!
Hug your boy!
I go, you stay.
He
No
broke the
following.
cycle. He managed to finally break the cycle of generational abuse. 'Cause, you
Yep.
know,
You know,
Kronos ate Uranos.
sons killing
Chron-
their fathers.
Yeah, Kronos killed Uranos, Zeus killed Kronos, Kratos killed Zeus, and Kratos and Atreus was finally able to break the cycle.
Well, Kratos killed Kronos.
Oh, okay, you know what I mean. I forgot that Kronos. Okay,
That's fair. That's fair.
Kronos defeated Uranos. Zeus defeated Kronos, and Kratos defeated Zeus.
Fair enough.
But I do like that they were finally able to break the cycle. Is he gonna turn into a bird or something?
You know, as they say, exit stage left.
Pursued by bear.
He is the bear. How dare you?
That means Angerboda should have gone first, and then he should have gone. He should have become a bear.
You're right.
My favorite line flub in all of theater history is
Do tell.
after this. The line is supposed to be after the storm you gaze out at a calm sea, but instead they flubbed it and said after the storm you gaze out at a. Oh, that's Kratos leaving Greece.
Yep.
Tell by the buildings. Kratos and boy.
The battle with Thor.
Yeah.
And that one's different from the others.
It's Kratos as a hero. An actual hero. Not being feared.
Made with the gold paint that he gave Faye.
Is he crying?
I think he's overwhelmed. You know? The one thing he never thought he'd get.
To be a hero?
To be viewed as such. To rise above where he was.
To be loved.
Do you know that kind of love?
One I had never imagined.
And what now?
Go home. Eat.
Much to do. Much to rebuild.
So we are an hour
Oh,
45
that's...
in.
Shush! I don't care about the time.
Fair
Let's
enough.
keep going. And
Aye.
We'll see to it. Together.
that's also massive character development. This time he's actually staying to help rebuild. When he
Yeah.
fucked up Greece, he just ditched the fuck out.
He hopped out. He gave him hope and was like, I'm out.
Yeah. But here he's staying to rebuild.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
You know, a family doesn't have to be a dad, a mom, and a child. Sometimes it can be a dad, a child, a weird, decapitated uncle, and an aunt who occasionally wants to
Kill you.
kill the dad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tyler Rogren, Zach Dimas.
I love interactive credits.
Oh shoot, there was somebody named Hope. Jason McDonald,
Nice.
the design director.
Andrew Christofidius.
Mark Webster as level designer.
Oh, nice.
Climate design. Lauren Bordes, Kevin Peterson. Technical audio design, Sean Laval. By the way, the music in this game and the sound effects are beautiful.
There.
Absolutely.
We should probably talk about Gná.
We don't need to talk about her. We just need to find her.
But Odin chose her as his new Valkyrie queen. A Vanir goddess. Your friend.
Gná pledged loyalty to Asgard long ago, and our friendship ended soon after.
What happened?
I made a choice. One she couldn't accept. Kratos.
Environment design, John Teodoro.
Better we find
By the way, environments in this game, beautiful. Look at this.
Absolutely.
Look at this. Additional art leadership. Jason Buchanan. Eric Pinto. Well, at
Like
least
the
he's not
bean?
working on cars.
My thought was pinto beans.
You know Pinto, the car? That's famous
No.
for exploding?
No. The only car famous for exploding that I can think of in the modern day is
Teslas?
Tesla.
Take care, Kratos.
Well, the Pinto was a car that was known for being notoriously cheap, and because of how it was manufactured, it was also very prone to exploding.
Didn't Porsches used to explode?
All cars used to explode.
I know, but weren't Porsches like
Liz
notoriously
Barlow.
bad?
Yeah, there's probably quite a few cars that exploded. Beyond Ragnarok. Ragnarok is over.
Can we go to Kratos' house? He deserves a rest.
Where to first?
We could take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard.
I got a place I want to go.
Alright.
So there's two locations we can go.
Mentioned there's going to be a
Yeah.
honor Brock's memory at Rab's Tavern in Svartalfheim. I'd like to go.
There's Svartalheim. For Brock's funeral.
Yeah, let's do that.
But there's another place I want to go first.
Oh.
Yeah. Because It ties up a loose end.
It's strange. There are still signs of the world serpent.
But enough of that for now.
Yeah. We're going to Niflheim.
Evilheim.
Yeah.
Oh, for the Ravens?
No, not for the Ravens. Dear God, I love the Ravens, but we're not there here for the Ravens.
I love the Ravens. They kill
Oh,
companions.
David the Cryptid posted some memes in chat. Thank you. They're very
I
cute
don't have.
animated emotes.
And I have a theory.
Ah.
We know the lad spent
It's a
time learning so much.
it's the dancing gnome ornament, a barking dog, and a one of those furry things with the computer faces.
Oh, Protogens?
Yes, those.
I wonder if Yorm even remembers after all this time.
So, in Doctor Who, one thing I thought about is that Clara is the first time in New Who that the Doctor actually sees a companion, like sees the corpse of a companion.
Oh, fair enough.
Because River's corpse was disintegrated when she died. Um, uh, Rose and Martha, Donna, Mickey, they all are alive. Rory and Amy were sent to the past. Oh, actually, I guess Jack. No, because I don't think he was there when Jack died. I think Rose was the one who saw Jack die.
Well, free of Odin's control.
Because the Doctor was elsewhere.
Fair enough. Yeah, Jack
Yeah.
Jack dies on camera. He sees Jack's body though.
Okay, that's fair.
All
But
right.
also, Jack got like immediately better. There
So
was no fixing
this
Clara.
opens up after Ragnarok.
Are you walking on pieces of Asgard? Is why.
A bit, yeah.
So what is it?
Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside.
Seems that Odin had a prison.
Oh, is the real gear in here?
I'm sure there's
Damn it.
nothing especially dangerous at the
Well, what else would be in a prison?
Well, first off, you called it, but fair enough. Oh, fucker.
Oh, they're frosty.
No, they're a lot tankier than
Hey.
they're tanky-ish.
Oh, damage sponges.
A little. As I said, my level is way under-leveled.
That's fair.
If the Einherjar survived Ragnarok, perhaps some of the inmates did as well.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to work your way down to the very bottom floor by
Wave
figuring
after
out
wave of enemy.
the best pattern. You're supposed to mess around with elevators and stuff to get up and down. So let's see if we can't do that real quick.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
I don't even know what Bifrost does.
Basically, it deals extra damage that explodes. If you get hit twice in a row and you have Bifrost on you, it deals the Bifrost damage and then extra damage on top of it.
Oof.
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Einherjar disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation.
So that dwarf goes all the way back to one of the very early episodes where we're in Svartalheim.
Oh, with the bells or whatever, the torches, whatever, the chains.
Yes, one of the dwarves spits at you when he sees you from above. and
Yeah,
that's the dwarf that Odin impersonated.
I see.
Whoop. Enemies.
God damn. You'd think that they would have gotten word that
The boss is dead.
yeah. So, I want to go back to Heaven Sent, uh, Doctor Who Heaven Sent, because we didn't talk much about it,
Yes,
other than
we
the fact
didn't.
that. So, I love that the. I love the uh, facility that changes. And I love that after the reveal of that it's a time loop, it has a montage of the various loops, and the Doctor's speech at the end of the loops end up getting longer with each cycle because he's making it a little bit more through the thing,
Yes.
and that each skull in the lake is his.
It's actually one of my favorite episodes. It's so brilliant.
Oh yeah, and it is actually remarkable payoff for the confessional.
Indeed. I will say didn't really like Heaven Sent when it Hellbent when it first came out. Mostly because I wasn't really a fan of Clara at that moment, and
Yeah.
also because the ending was basically very much in that thought process of, dear God, it's just two
Everybody loves.
characters in a room spouting fan theories at each other, which I was
Fair.
not happy about. That's not to say it was poorly handled or anything. It was very well handled for what it was.
I liked Clark. I think you should
Oh, there he is.
watch. I think you should watch the things again because the watch it without watching 11's time. Just start at 12 because Clara does have some genuinely really good moments. And I like it. I like how many times she impersonates the Doctor, and I like her when she gets angry. Like especially in the episode where she throws the keys into the volcano.
Oh yeah, that scene definitely has aged like a fine wine.
Oh, did people not like it when it initially came out?
It was kind of endemic to a lot of people really not vibing with Clara.
I didn't vibe with. I think a thing that really helped me was the fact that I stopped watching after Breathe. And so when I came back to binge watch Doctor Who, I skipped uh, a lot of the time with Eleven and Clara because I remember those episodes being bad, and so that basically meant that I didn't have as much of a tainted opinion on Clara once she started actually being good.
Freya, I can't believe it.
Wait, that can't be. Lord Tyr.
Is this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
I will say this scene is a little funny because it's like just Tyr's default just standing animation.
And you are.
His name is
Well, everybody's like talking to him about like very serious stuff.
Name.
Come. You need real shelter.
See?
Very well. Our home is in the realm between
This is the
realms.
real Tyr. Do you remember what Odin asked for when we first freed him?
Alcohol.
No, food.
Uh,
Freya just offered Tyr food and shelter, and Tyr's like, no, I kind of want to reflect on things, you know?
yeah, he's more pensive.
Yeah.
I know, how the fuck do you get out?
Yep. Just reverse the course.
Believe that was truly him.
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin
There's
gone,
way more to the area, but I don't want to investigate it because we got
Yeah.
a funeral to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Where to now?
Kratos has probably been to a few funerals in his time.
Yeah, probably.
But the question is, has he ever mourned them? Well, I mean, obviously he mourned his wife and
I
daughter.
know what this prison's for.
And
A proper
before this-
mourning, definitely no.
Camouflage himself as.
Yeah.
Not in a healthy way, at least.
If you're going to
Oh yeah, no. His mourning period of his first wife and his daughter resulted in the destruction of Greece.
Odin likely
Absolutely.
wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons.
Because nobody gave him the chance to, rest on it. Because
Yeah,
he
no,
was
it was
constantly getting those horrible nightmares he wanted freedom from.
Stretch his legs, I imagine.
Yeah.
Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not the thing to remind any of us of that.
Okay, now we go to Svartalheim and we do the funeral.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. That's Helheim. Asgard's gone.
On the right. On the right.
Jotunheim. Can't go there. Not yet. Don't want to go to Bad Bounty. We gotta go to... There we go.
The wetlands.
Yep.
What's in Svartalfheim?
We still have unfinished business there. We still have to find Durlin's missing hammer.
Lead the way.
I thought they were like, oh, you still got unfinished business. You got to find his hammer. Yeah, kind of important, I guess. The missing hammer, not the funeral we're about to attend.
Yeah, we can always get the hammer after the funeral.
By the way, I realized I went to the wrong spot.
Oh, rip.
Because I'm supposed to go to is,
Need a Valir?
No, I need to go to the town. Yeah, need to Valir the town, you know?
Yeah. The thing I said.
Yeah. Woo! And it comes right back.
Yeah. This ain't Silent Hill Downpour. Imagine if you did that one day and it just didn't come back.
That was a gag when summoning the big snake for the first time, Jormungandr. He throws the axe into the water and then he tries to summon it back.
Oh, it just doesn't come?
Yeah, it doesn't come, yeah. So he has to wait for it to come back.
Area should be clear.
Fair.
Can't speak for the rest of town.
Guess an occupying army is as good as a lockdown for tamping down foot traffic.
Alternate lyrics to my ballad.
Right, here we go.
Absolutely disgusting. How I wish I could remember some. The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on, called me his apprentice.
A true arsehole he was. God's gonna miss him.
Hi, y'all made it. Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few.
Shit, that means a lot, actually.
Creatures I ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest.
I'm a mirror.
Good place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sphaired Sands. It's in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
And now we go back to the place we came.
You're doing things out of order.
Yeah. I got my orders a bit mixed up.
Rippy and Pippy.
So I'm going to try something that I saw on video.
Yeah?
When we get to the funeral. So bear with me. It might kill the mood.
Oh boy.
So what are some fictional funerals that you remember?
Mace Hughes.
Yes, the death of May Hughes. Very tragic.
Yeah, that's when I think of fictional funerals. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Why are they burying Markiplier? Did the LA gangs get him?
I think it's a combination of May's daughter, like being like, he's got work he needs to do when he wakes up, and Mustang, looking at the sky while a clear sky while crying and saying, "It's a terrible day for rain."
I think another factor in what makes it a brilliant scene is
What is wrong?
is the fact that Maze Hughes had so much more to do
Some mourning garb. We're not dressed for
that his death feels sudden. You know?
Typically require formal wear at funerals.
Yeah,
Roxanne
because
would not.
there's no like
Still,
build up to it. It just
thinking of what
happens.
It's sudden. It's violent and it's painful, and we just have to live with it.
my beard
He doesn't come back.
stretching, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
like there's no escape. He dies.
Oh fuck.
What?
Ah, damn it.
You can't throw the axe?
No. I triggered the thing too early.
Oh well.
Basically, what's supposed to happen is if you fire Freya's arrows at him and then use your axe, what happens is that he comes back to life.
Oh what?
It's an AI bug.
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it off. One more. I'm gonna give it another go.
It happens with in Dark Souls with uh the zombie dragon legs in the Painted World.
Fair enough.
Because if you do I think it's like a jump attack on it.
It sets back up.
Yeah, because the jump attacks trigger a stagger animation. So things that are in special animations end up going to their default animation when hit by them.
There we go. There we go.
Hey, Brock.
Well, it's the same as Sindri isn't here.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm
Quick.
gonna have to restart.
Oh, is it does it break the funeral?
I don't know, but I don't want to try.
That's fair. You know what would be funny? Instead of patching that out, what they should do is have there be special dialogue if you do that.
I don't think they. It's been known for a while. They definitely just decided not to patch it out.
Oh, I would have just added special dialogue, or no. I would add special dialogue, and then have a trigger for him to fall over after running towards you,
Ugh.
so he collapses dead. All right, let's get serious.
I'm so glad I could pull that off.
It was funny.
Just the way he just gets back up.
So Sindri's missing the funeral, or is he just gonna pop up in the background? Or is he gonna pop up on the boat as it's on fire?
By the way,
That's a
that character
hurdy!
is played by Beer McCreary.
It's a hurdy-gurdy! Oh, there's Sindri.
Oh, he looks absolutely brutal.
Yeah, he still has the blood of Asgard on him.
I think that's his brother's blood. He hasn't cleaned it off.
Fair. It's the second time he's had to bury him.
This time he has to stick.
Yeah. Probably not enough of his soul left to get back, considering.
Yep. They explain that the soul, if you go into like one of the side quests, they explain that the soul is separated into 4 parts, and Brock is missing his direction, which is what leads him back to the well. So he is officially lost.
It's rough. Is Freyr gonna be the one to fire the arrow? To set it on fire? Or is he gonna ask
Look
Freyr
how
for a
aged he
bow?
is. His beard is so much more gray.
Stress.
Yeah.
Ooh. I thought it was gonna follow the arrow the entire way. If it did, it would have been funny. If people would have made Skyrim edits. Just add sneak attack bonus.
Sindri. Rock was. A hole. What? Gets bigger the more you take away.
That was the riddle that Brock was trying to tell Mimir.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah. And then we get the credits for real. All right, God of War Ragnarok. What'd
Yeah.
you think?
Uh, even better than God of War 2018 somehow. It's a high bar to
Game director
uh
Eric Williams, thank you, and thank you Chad Cox,
yeah.
lead producer.
So God of War 2018 was a fantastic game. God of War Ragnarok is even better, and that's just a testament of how good it is. The storytelling, the character development,
The side missions.
which we didn't do.
You saw one. You saw one or two of them. You saw the one
Yeah.
where we you saw the one where where we saved the whales, and the one where we help Freya get out of her
Yeah,
abusive
yeah.
relationship.
Wait, that was a side mission?
Yeah, that was a side mission. We didn't have
Oh,
to go do that.
I thought that was main mission stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's how good the side missions are. You think they're main missions.
It's like the exact opposite of Fallout 4.
Yeah,
Fallout 4 has main missions that can easily be mistaken for Radiant quests.
absolutely. James Writing the Third for level design. Jeremy War, Elizabeth Wright, Corey
Um,
Delaronzo. God, how awkward must that be, being the second Corey at a job?
I really liked Thor's design and Odin's design and general character.
All the designs in this game are brilliant. Um, Especially how they continue the stories from the previous game. Just absolutely brilliant. People complained that they don't answer who the mysterious person was who was blowing the horn in 2018, but I don't think that matters that much,
Fair.
since most people don't even remember that scene.
I don't.
Yeah, of course you don't. It's when Kratos is taking the boy to get help from Freya.
Maybe it's Angerboda.
Who knows? But yeah, I give this game a 10 out of 10, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 when I played it November 2022.
Yeah. It's a really good game.
It probably would have won Game of the Year if not for the fact that it was competing against Elden Ring.
That's fair. I still need to beat Elden Ring.
Same.
It's just so big, and I don't know where the fuck to go.
There's so much
And
to do. It's decision paralysis.
exactly, and a big chunk of it is that is that after a while, like it, the exploration, it stops feeling worth it because you already feel like you've seen everything. Uh, it's not an issue that is specific to Elden Ring. It's just an issue that open world games have in general. I have the same issue with like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Uh, After a while, I was just doing all the shrines and Korok seeds just to
Just to say
mark off a
you.
checklist.
Yeah,
Not just marking off a checklist rather than because I saw a cool thing and wanted to investigate.
I totally get that. It is part of the issue with like massive open world games, you know?
Yeah. I think Fallout 4 is like the antithesis of what an open world game should be because all of its quests are Radiant quests and none of its dungeons actually have anything of value in it. It's just more junk for you to take apart for the settlement system, which if you don't care about the settlement system, like I don't care about the settlement system, then it's all useless. Like the dungeons don't have in like the buildings and areas in Fallout 4 don't have rewards that feel worth it because the only things there are to facilitate a part of the game that is boring.
Yeah, pretty much. I think a good, well-crafted quest, even if it's, I would take 12 well-crafted quest lines over
over
infinite procedurally
Radiant
generated
quests.
ones.
Like, to say they're procedurally generated is giving more um credit than Fallout 4 deserves. The quests are literally the formula of can you go to place and retrieve thing or kill person, and that's it.
It just
That's
spawns an enemy at like a random point on the map, and they're like, "Go get him, Tiger."
Yeah, and like not an important enemy. It's just like raider chief, or it's just like raider chief or cursor. Like there's nothing
Can you
to
kill
make it personal.
Deathclaw at Deathclaw's Wild Ranch?
Can you kill Deathclaw in Good Spring? The worst ones are the Minutemen. I fucking hate the Minutemen.
Absolutely.
The Minutemen, because it's like, hey, another settlement needs your help.
Additional studio operations, Hannah Ham.
I
What a
love
great
that
name.
name. Um, the I think that the now fetch quests aren't inherently bad, but they're easy to get wrong. They're also very good when they are done right. A really good fetch quest in Oblivion is in the arena, when the champion uh, is like wants to know more about who his father was, since he was born a bastard, doesn't know anything about his father, but he got a lead that his father uh, may still be alive at a location, so you have to go find him. Uh, and turns out his father's a vampire, and you have to get his diary uh, and bring it back to him, and either tell him that or you meet his father and tell the guy that his father is a vampire, or you could lie and say that he was like some like hero who's dead, like a soldier who died. If you tell him he's a vampire, he loses all will to live and throws the fight
Mm.
against you, the fight to the death. Like the structure is the same, go to place, get thing, but it has a story behind it, and that is the inherent motivation to do it, because the story is Radiant Quest just boil down the quest to the basic
Go
elements,
here,
and that
do this.
depersonality. Yeah, go here, do this, uh, and that depersonalizes it. Uh, and this game has fantastic side quests like Freya's, because I didn't know hers was the side quest. That's how good it is.
Yeah, there's quite a few like that.
The whales, the whales was also a really good side quest, because Mimir tells you the reason why, like gives you the story of how he considers it one of his like personal sins, and he so that gives you the motivation of do this so Mimir can have a bit of a cleaner conscience. Like
Yeah, I get you.
a good quest has external motivation, or internal. A good quest motivates the player to do it, not the character, the player. A good quest is one the player wants to do. And nobody wants to fucking do Radiant quests, and that's why Starfield sucks.
Yeah.
Like literally every quest, including the mission quests, like the main quests are Radiant.
Here's a question.
What?
if nobody wanted to actually make the quest, why should I want to do the quest?
Exactly. And that was so. There's this one video. There's this one video series breaking down every reason why Fallout 4 is bad. The total series is about 17 hours long. There's one part of it where they go through each individual quest and break down why it's bad. Not counting the Radiant quests. The Radiant quests are bunched in with the faction quests, because it's like you get this main quest, then you have to do a bunch of Radiant quests, then you get this main quest that feels like a Radiant quest, and in the end, there was only like maybe 5 or 6 quests that were actually good, and the rest were really contrived or really stupid. But the person also goes into like what kind of quests would have been better substitutes. One quest that was really stupid is Nick Valentine's quest, where you have to figure out what happened. You have to figure out whether or not the real Nick Valentine, whose brain scanned your companion was based off of, succeeded in killing the mob boss or not. And to do that, you have to go to the various police stations to find the code to the mob boss's bunker, because the mob boss recorded each individual part of the password onto different holotapes, and they were for some reason they were captured by the police and sent to different police stations. And
Oh,
then when
there's
you get to
Ratatasker.
yeah,
Yay! Yay, Pro ZD!
yeah. So when you get to the bunker, it turns out the mob boss is still alive and he's a ghoul. Like, that is so contrived. The solution the YouTuber puts as a suitable substitute is uh, go find a. It would be find a more up to date brain scan from the original Nick Valentine and go into the memories and actually play out the events. Because,
Yeah.
that would actually be interesting and not horribly contrived. We know that the original human Nick Valentine, did consent to having his brain scanned, so it wouldn't be hard to just be like, oh, there's an up to date version of his brain scan elsewhere. Like, maybe have an entire building full of brain scans.
Oh, our
You could
music
have so
editing
many
team,
quests.
part of our music editing team, is Rob Goodson. Well, clearly he's not that good a son if he's getting robbed.
No, no, no. You see, he's the son of good.
Fair enough. I'm just
uh,
gonna speed through this.
that's fair. The lack of personalized or motivation, or the lack of player motivation to do side quests, is also a reason why I don't like Ocarina of Time nearly as much as I like Majora's Mask. Because in Majora's Mask, all the side quests
Are
have a story
personalized.
behind them. Yeah,
You know
they're
why you're doing it. You know where it's gonna lead, or at least you think you do.
and I know that in the end it doesn't matter, because in the end it doesn't matter because the cycle is going to be reset. But at least in this moment, for this cycle, I can make someone happy.
Exactly.
I In Ocarina of Time, it's mostly just kind of it's like somewhat. It's most of it is just go to this place, find a grotto, and get a heart piece.
Oh, check out our testers. Which one of them missed the glitch where you can resurrect Brock?
I'm gonna say Tom Learmouth.
You hear that, Tom Leadermouth? You screwed up. I can bring back the dead, and it's all
Or
your
Kyle
fault.
Smith. I was just trying to think of the most like normal names, like the kind of names that don't stand out.
That's fair. This music is still amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna press back. There we
Yeah.
go.
Thank goodness that you can skip through those cutscenes. Oh, you want to talk to? Oh,
Yeah, let's talk to them.
I wrote that
yeah.
dirge for him.
What's it called?
Something profane.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
Forgive Sindri. He's just, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything beyond the light, afterlives after afterlives or whatever you. But if there is, I imagine he's causing one crazy ruckus there.
Well, that was God of War. Tune in next week as I don't know. Are we gonna do Prince of Persia? Or are we going back to Mario RPG? The real question is, do you want to limit yourself to only 2 hours a week of Prince of Persia?
God, I might want to do the Valhalla. I don't know yet. Well,
Okay,
we'll
we might
figure
do.
it out. We got time.
Yeah.
Besides, you're
Tune
not
in
going to
next
be
week.
available next week.
Well, we might be if we record Sunday
Oh,
morning.
fair enough.
Next Saturday, I will not be available to record because I am going to be watching a Tetris tournament, and Blue Scooty is going to be competing in it.
All right.
You
Well,
know, the kid that beat
let's draw a
Tetris.
round off.
All right, so thank you everybody for watching. There's plenty of other stuff to watch on the channel. I am playing Lies of P. My friend Biddy is playing Night in the Woods. The latest episode was Bee's Party. You know the one. There is also a couple tabletop RPGs, one of which is called System Wasteland, which has concluded. There's no episode this week due to computer issues. There's also World of Tapir, which is my D&D 5e homebrew campaign, where the players are pirates and they're currently stuck in a time loop.
All right.
Comment challenge of the day. What's your favorite side quest out of any video game?
I was going to say, what's the saddest character death you can think of?
You know what? That's also very valid. Saddest character death that I can think of: the dog in Fable 2.
Oh, did we might have done this actually? A moment that moved you extremely from last episode.
I mean, this is different. This is specifically character death.
Where the red fern grows, the doggy deaths.
That's fair. So we both have dog deaths in ours.
Always super easy option.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, video game character death without it being dogs.
Brock.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
no, he's the family dog. That's right.
Boo.
The dog death in Fable 2. No, that's just me listing dogs.
No, that's me. That's the one that I had chosen initially.
Fair enough.
All right. I would say probably Midna's death in Twilight Princess.
Oh, her near death?
No, she did die.
Fair enough.
But she got better. Actually, Zelda's death. No, that one wasn't sad. I mean, it was sad. Midna's Lament was playing. It was a really dramatic moment. But she also got better. I'm trying to think of ones where they didn't get better. Would Asriel count in Undertale?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll count him.
That's basically character death.
Yeah.
Personality death as he turns back into the flower.
Yeah.
Rude little
I mean,
asshole.
he'll still have all the memories of what he did when he was Asriel, but he just won't have a heart anymore. He won't have a soul anymore, so he won't be able to feel empathy anymore. He'll go back to that depressive spiral of having already done everything there is to do. Which, by the way, is another reason I am firmly against immortality, because eventually you'll run out of things to do, and then what?
All right. Well, I'd say that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that out of the way, there's no left saving. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.